So hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video where today we're going to take a quick look at the Incarnon version of the Boltor Prime. The only way to get the Incarnon adapter for the Boltor Prime is by doing the Steelpath version of the Circuit game mode. Once you have the adapter, and the Boltor of course, you can take them over to Cavallero on the Chrysalith where you can combine them, which will also require 20 Pathos Clamps, which comes from the Oroworm boss fight, 60 Rune Marrow, which you can find in the Undercroft, and 60 Silpcelia, which is a pretty common flower in the Paradox. This will allow you to evolve the Boltor and it will give it its own Incarnon mode. You generate Incarnon charge by headshooting enemies, and once you have any level of charge, you can press the secondary fire button and enter the Incarnon mode. In this mode, we finally answer the question of what if the Boltor could run split flights? Because you'll get a ridiculous amount of multi-shot that will spray bolts all over the place. Before you get access to all the lovely bonuses though, you have to evolve the Boltor. This is done by firstly doing a solo mission with the Boltor, then killing 100 enemies with its Incarnon mode, and finally killing 30 enemies while sliding. The evolution choices for the Boltor Prime are all fairly good and straightforward. So for the first one, we have a choice between Hunter's Mantra, which gives you flat damage, and then with the Challenge ability active, you get some punch through and accuracy, and Crimson Overture, which gives you stacking, flat damage, and ammo efficiency on kill. The second evolution has you choose between Swift Deliverance for 60% projectile speed, Extended Volley for 20 extra magazine capacity, and Rapid Reinforcement for 60% reload speed. And the third evolution upgrades the base stats of the Boltor. Now the first one is a little bit strange because it gives you 10% status chance. Now the reason it's strange is because the second one, Survivor's Edge, gives you the same amount of status but also gives you crit on top. And finally there's also Commodore's Fortune, which only gives you crit but it gives you more than the previous node. My guess is that the status node is a mistake and it's supposed to be 14% as well. Now I personally went for Crimson Overture for the stacking damage and ammo efficiency, Swift Deliverance for the projectile speed, and Commodore's Fortune for the crit chance. My build for the Boltor Prime is a relatively straightforward hybrid that utilizes Vital and Hunter munition. So we have Galvanized Chamber for the multi-shot, Galvanized Aptitude for the status, then Critical Delay, which I prefer over Galvanize or Argon Scope for crit chance because I sometimes find it a little bit difficult to headshot with the Boltor because it's not a hit scan weapon. Then I have Vital Sense for crit damage, Hunter Munitions for slash procs, Hammer Shot for crit damage and status, and then Rhyme Rounds and Malignant Force for vital. Also, I'm running Primary Merciless here for the damage and reload speed. Now the damage is kind of what you would expect here from a roided up Boltor that's effectively running split flights. It's ridiculous. But it's ridiculous in like the best way possible because you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to like be super accurate and aim for the enemy's head and all that kind of nonsense. You just kind of go and everything dies. It's why it very quickly became one of my favorite Incarnons. It's just really fun while doing ridiculous levels of damage. And it absolutely is ridiculous levels of damage because like the best way I can describe it is imagine the comb, right, but it has no spool up and every single pellet does as much damage as the Boltor. That's what this is. So it should come as no surprise that I 100% recommend this one. Even if you don't like the Boltor, you should give this a shot because it's just that damn good. And as always guys, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video and found it helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.